1, go!
We are Paul Leonard
and Bryce Graskowski,
and this is 20 Minutes of Fitness.
Yo, how's it going, buddy?
Oh, I missed the intro.
Oh.
I'm on the outro. What's up?
Outro. So, did a little fitnessing just now. How you liking those thrusters?
I hate thrusters.
Yeah.
CrossFit main site WOD, 5 minute EMOM,
5 reps.
5 thrusters. And then every 5 minutes you add 20 pounds. We started at 75, 95, 115, 135, 155, and that was where we ended.
Yeah, we did not keep going after that.
No.
It was just uncomfortable.
That hurt.
Just unenjoyable.
I hate thrusters. And I exploded my neck.
That's
was
true.
nice.
You had a little bit of blood action going on. That was
bloody.
Fun.
They're like sprayed.
Yeah, that's because you were smashing the bar into it.
We go hard, Paul.
Not that hard. You quit after 2 reps.
Shut up.
Bro,
that's my body weight, 155.
We are...
I've been losing weight.
Apparently, if you're
on
155.
This is a diet show now.
Okay, so
I'm on a diet.
week number 2 of the diet challenge. This is episode number 3 officially.
Yep.
Episode 1, eat less
Yep.
and exercise.
Yes.
Under 2 minutes. Very successful episode so far. I think people are taking it to heart.
I heard some people, they lost 50, 60 pounds doing that.
Wow.
Not because we said it.
It's just the way you do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so then next episode we kind of get a little general, and now it said we would talk about the different specifics. So let's talk about time.
Time. So this would be your timing of meals is important.
When should I eat?
Most people think of intermittent fasting, right? But
let's step out of that first. So let's talk about when we should eat during the day.
I don't know. Pick a time.
Well, is it a good idea to eat a big meal right before I go to bed?
Depends on your lifestyle.
If you're trying to lose weight?
Sure.
No.
Yeah.
You don't want to eat a big meal
It all
right
depends
before bed.
how... No, see, it's the whole timing of it. It all depends how much you've eaten throughout the day, how many times you've eaten. So intermittent fasting has multiple different time zones, right? Most common is 16 hour fast.
You eat for noon till 8 p.m. and take it off after that?
So fasting's easy. Everyone fasts, right? That's why they call breakfast. It is break the fast.
Yep.
So you've fasted, let's say you sleep 10 hours. Most people are somewhere around there, or maybe they sleep 8 hours, but they probably didn't eat for a couple hours before bed. Yeah. So they fasted at least 10 hours. You break the
10
fast.
to 12 hours.
Yeah. So a third of your day at least should be not eating, right? Sleeping, repairing.
And people who get up in the middle of the night and have snacks, that doesn't go well for them.
No, not usually. Unless you're trying to gain.
Well, and that's what it comes down to. We're talking about losing weight here. So if we were talking about gaining weight, it would be a whole different series.
Right.
So even in general, eating right before you go to bed, not really the best choice. Granted, if you haven't eaten anything all day, you probably should eat still. But your muscles are recovering at nighttime.
It depends. So you need fuel, right? And it depends what you eat. Obviously, quality is a thing, and we will talk about quality. And quantity is a thing. We've talked about the calories in versus calories out. If you're trying to lose weight, less calories. But as far as timing, so all right. So when
now
we
Bryce is back too.
Yeah, we're back. A little technical difficulty. So when we eat, a lot of things happen. Most significantly is insulin spike, right? Blood sugar goes up. That's the first problem that a lot of people have. So anybody that eats I'm eating 6 small meals a day, because there's plenty of diets that touch on that.
Yeah.
And all that means is you're spiking your blood sugar 6 times a day, which isn't a good thing. So if you're talking, what do we say, about 10 hours, most people fast. So you've got 14 hours. What is that? Every 2 hours you're eating? That means you're just riding the roller coaster, right? That's the thing we all try to avoid with, trying to stay away from sugar. It's that blood sugar spike.
So sitting down and just having snacks all the time.
Horrible.
Isn't good if you're trying to lose weight.
It's literally the reason. That is probably the number one reason that people are so obese in this country.
And you never get full then. You're just kind of always grazing.
And what happens
is cows are fat.
Your body is always in a fat storage mode, because it always has excess.
Yeah.
And it never goes into the muscle building and the fat burning mode, which is what we want to do when we're losing weight. So
if you're losing weight, you want to be hungry.
Yeah.
Some
bit.
Be hungry if you're losing weight.
Yeah. You should be ready to eat when it's time to eat. You should be like, oh man.
Is this right here though?
At least it doesn't. Well, it doesn't stop that. It just pauses it. Okay, so
And back again.
hopefully that doesn't happen again. So 4 to 8 hours, your blood sugar falls if you fast 4 to 8 hours. So your body stops pumping out that blood sugar. So you're starting to go away from the fat storage mode, right?
Yep.
Next thing is 12 hours. All the food you've eaten, for the most part, is consumed, right? And so now your digestive system shuts down. Your body begins healing. This is kind of what we do when we're sleeping, right? This is why you don't really want to eat too much before bed, because it allows you to rest more fully, right? If your body's digesting, not the awesomest thing. And depending on what you eat, if you eat too much protein right before bed, you're probably gonna have trouble sleeping, right? And then human growth hormone begins to increase at the 12-hour mark. That's huge if you're trying to make gains.
And then even more so at 16 hours, I believe.
Yeah, it keeps going up. So I'll get to it.
Oh, you're working on it. Okay.
Glucagon is relaxed to balance the blood sugar. So your blood sugar starts to level out, which is awesome. That way you're not, it's that energy drops, right? You don't want those energy drops. Let's see, 14 hours, body is using stored fat as energy. And growth hormone starts to increase dramatically. So if you're this is where you can lose weight and gain muscle mass, right?
Yeah.
Because hormones,
Your genetics are changing.
the key is the hormones, right? Everybody says, oh, you can't lose weight and build muscle. No, you can if you do it right. 16 hours, you're looking at just ramping up fat burning, right? 18 hours, human growth hormone skyrockets. So 18 hours is, to me, the minimum I would want to do a fast would be about 18 hours. To say that I'm actually doing intermittent fasting,
Okay.
I think under that you're being a little hungrier. But I'm not. I don't feel like, for me, I'm getting the same effects until I get into those 18 hours. And then if you go past that, we're talking 24 hours. Autophagy begins, and that's where your body just starts destroying bad cells, starts breaking down some nasty stuff, because your glycogen stores are basically gone. So it's got to come up with some other energy somewhere.
Now it's looking for places.
Yeah. Ketones released into the bloodstream. So that's where the ketosis thing is, right? So it takes a good 24 hours before that's ever even brought in, and it takes most people longer than that to get into true ketosis.
Ketone vitamins don't really do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. What is it? What the hell are they called?
Ketones, right? That's
They
sell them at
androgynous ketones.
There you go.
Yeah. And then after that, 36 hours. Now we're talking day and a half. Just more autophagy. God, I don't know why I can't say a word. That goes up 300%.
But you do start to lose energy at that point.
Yeah,
when we used to do the transform thing, I was doing 32-hour fasts every Monday.
And this is why.
And
that's why. Yeah.
It worked. It was actually effective.
Yeah.
But I was hungry as shit every Monday, and
that's an aggressive fasting cycle. So you're not going to perform your best. There's no way you're going to perform your best 36 hours into a fast. You're going to be hurting because your body really just wants food at that point, and it's not going to, unless you're hunting. Your body doesn't want to waste that energy.
That if I was going to do 24, I might as well go 32.
Interesting.
Because 24 hours, you have dinner and then you just don't eat again until the next day.
Yeah.
And if you want to go to
That's
the 32,
true.
You just go to bed.
Yeah.
And then
That
you
makes
wake up in
sense.
the morning, you have breakfast.
Yeah.
So once you're going you could have dinner the next day and do a 24, just have a later dinner. But at that point, you might as well just go to bed and.
Right. That makes sense. Especially if you're doing dinner. I wouldn't do a 24 then, and where your last meal you eat is breakfast, right? Because then you're gonna wake up the next day oh, I get to eat, you're not going to make it till the night. So that's probably a good tip, actually, if you want to do a
So that was the way I would do it.
fast.
I would have an early dinner. I'd eat dinner at like 5 p.m.
That's good.
And then I'd start fasting after that. And then I would skip the whole next day's meals.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I wake up, like 6 a.m., have breakfast. And it worked out. It would just make sure to have a nutritious breakfast. And I feel like breakfast, as long as you're making like, let's say, eggs and meat, you're not going to like binge on that breakfast. Because that's the potential flaw to fasting is people don't eat for 32 hours and they're like, I'm going to eat till I'm sick now.
I used to do, there's the warrior diet. That's a 22-hour fast. And so you eat all your food in a
Say warrior or warrior?
Warrior.
Sounded more like warrior, just saying.
Yeah, well, that's probably true too. That's a 2-hour eating window. Okay. So you're going hard. But the thing is, it's hard to really overeat your calories in assuming you're not like going to McDonald's or eating complete trash. You're supposed to eat quality food, right? I mean, that's the base of anything like that. And I know the warrior diet, you're supposed to eat all your vegetables, your raw veggies first, all your protein, and then eat
if you want carbs after that, go for it.
Yeah, go for it. And so I would cook them together. I hate vegetables, so I would just put my veggies with my meat, cook it up, like eat 2 pounds of that.
Yeah.
And then after that, I would plan it out. I'd like buy a bag of Oreos and eat half of it. But your body is just burning everything at that point. And you can only process so much. You're going to shit a lot of it out. So there's only so much weight you could gain in a day, right? You can't eat, you could eat it. You can't eat 10,000 calories and be like, well, let's say you ate 35,000 calories. You're not going to gain a pound.
Yeah.
And that's how many calories are in a pound.
Because a lot of it's just going straight through you. You're probably going to regret it.
Oh, yeah, 35,000 calories? Yeah.
Because you're going to do that drinking like milkshakes. That's like, I don't know how else you even get that much.
Disgusting.
Like, how else could you get that many calories? You'd have to have things like, we should do that.
Let's do it. That would be an amazing show. Just us throwing up all over
just
the
trying
place.
to get to 35,000 calories in a day.
There's no way. If you ever you want to watch like Brian Shaw or Eddie Hall, one of those guys, I know they have like what they eat in a day, and he trades with his wife. I think it's Brian Shaw. Trades with his wife. So she has to eat 10,000 calories. He has to eat like 2. And it doesn't go well for either of them. But I can't imagine.
I think you could do it. I think you just have to eat ridiculously high calorie content stuff, which is what I'm thinking. Like literally, like milkshakes, like
block of cheese.
Cheese would be a good one.
Dude, you never shit for pudding.
I don't know. I'm just trying high calorie content.
Honey.
Honey. You just drink honey. That'd actually probably be the easiest way to do it. Just lots and lots of honey. Yeah, okay, so
that's disgusting.
Let's do that starting January 1st. Let's see if we can gain the most weight in the month of January. We'll do the opposite of everybody else.
I'm not going to do that.
No?
No.
You don't think you get known as a really cool gym.
Dude. You also probably die. Fuck.
See how much you can eat a day.
So yeah, back to the fasting. So yeah, and that's why when at the point a certain point in your day of fasting, if you're 22 hours in and you eat a shit ton of food, you're gonna fall asleep. That's the other thing. I would use it as a way to fall asleep right away. I would literally be eating my food for 2 hours, and I better be where I'm gonna sleep within 10 minutes of finishing that, because I'm going down.
Yeah.
And I would sleep like a baby. But and I lost a ton of weight on that.
Yeah.
I lost like I don't know, almost 20 pounds. I was down to like 4% body fat, 5%. It was pretty extreme. 166 pounds I got to.
Wow, that's light for you.
From like 180, I was right around 185 when I started.
But did you feel good doing it?
I felt like I wanted to kill people.
I mean, the fact that you're not still doing it makes me think you didn't do good doing it.
No, it was just too much. But I was also playing the game of watching the scale go lower, lower, lower. And it was just, how low can I get this? And in the final weeks, it would take like a week and a half to get 1% off the scale.
Oh yeah,
because it's just so hard.
Yeah, once you're lean enough, it's.
And it was like one of those things you don't want to be near me, because if you fucking breathed wrong, I was gonna rip your head off.
So, speaking of breathing wrong, ripping heads off, is this how Walker's dropping his weight? Walker's dropped 20 pounds over the last short period of time.
Yeah,
is he doing fasting?
He's doing keto right now. He's
doing keto. He's doing the keto diet.
Yeah.
Okay, that's.
And he's been working on losing weight for a while. So.
Because I thought he was doing intermittent fasting too. Maybe that's part of his keto.
Yeah.
I mean, like
he started with that,
and
then he was like, "I'm gonna try keto," because he just couldn't. he just kept eating. He doesn't want to cook. You know, coming up with food to eat is a pain in the ass. That's the thing I like about like carnivore diet, or like actually any diet where you're just like, hey, you're gonna eat these 5 things.
Yeah,
it just makes it simple.
Makes it really restrictive.
Doesn't make it fun, but it makes it.
No. And actually, Rhea and I did a diet a month ago where we just did good clean foods for lunch and dinner for a few weeks, and it worked kind of. We didn't lose a lot of weight because we were still eating quite a bit of calories and stuff. Yep. But it made it completely mindless.
Yeah, it does.
So that was nice, and we're eating clean.
It makes food less of a chore, and just like, oh, I'm gonna eat this now because it's time to eat this now, and you just move on with your day.
Yeah.
You know, you're best off don't have a formal sit down. Just be like, because you're gonna be like, I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah, and that's what happened very quickly.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, like they actually have good selection of food and stuff, and even still I got to the point where it's like, okay, I'm not excited about my meal at all. Yeah,
so at that point it's just fuel, but that's not fun. But whatever, to have fun in other stuff.
Oh, and that's part of trying to lose weight is it's not supposed to be fun. Yeah. If it is fun, then you're doing it wrong.
And intermittent fasting isn't fun because, like you said, at some point in the day, the feeling of hunger kind of goes away after a while, at least if you're not eating sugar. Yeah. Sugar is what causes all that hunger shit. If you get away from that, you don't really have hunger. Like, you don't feel hungry anymore, which is a very interesting thing. But you might notice your personality changes, get a little edgier, just a little more alert, which is great, which is a great thing too.
So couple tips from when I was doing lots of long fasts. Yep. Gum. Don't swallow it, but gum is sugar-free gum, of course. Really good.
I'm allergic to it, Paul.
Gum?
Yeah.
Oh, of course you are. But gum definitely gives your mouth something to do and makes it kind of chewing, so that works good. Black coffee, of course, is good, and it kind of kicks your metabolism up a little bit too.
And you can do small amounts of food while fasting to stay fasted. I think it's like under 60 calories.
Yeah, so like
cheese is a good one.
Yeah.
Like small amount of cheese. I mean, it's not going to be much, but it might just be enough to get you a couple more hours.
Keone always used to say you can eat as many pickles as you want because they're almost net zero as far as their calorie content.
Close. It depends on the size, but
and depends calories. Also the pickles and all kinds of sugar and shit in them too.
Yeah, do not get bread and butter pickles.
Yeah,
or,
so then it doesn't count. But the other thing is brushing your teeth can really get you through. Like if you're just like really hungry, you brush your teeth and it's kind of like getting that little bit of flavor in your mouth toothbrush. And kind of makes you feel a little better.
Coffee is a huge one. That's actually why I started drinking coffee, and now I can't stop.
I also soda water is the bubbles kind of fill up your stomach, so that's another one that's kind of good. I guess so. Probably work for a little bit.
But fasting, I feel, is one of it's to me the most powerful tool in the diet toolbox.
Now, do you think it's like a very fast way to lose weight?
It is.
You like what I did there?
But you have to do it longer, not faster. What? You have to fast.
Yeah, Bryce doesn't make sense. Peace out, guys.
But yeah, we're gonna so diet challenge coming up beginning of the year. So
beginning of the year. CrossFit West Oahu's doing nutrition challenge. It's gonna start on
probably the first. I don't know. I'm not sure what the dates are right now.
The second week, give or take.
Yeah,
usually
second week.
And it's gonna last for about 30 days.
Yep,
probably.
And yeah, that's our base thing that
there's gonna be some sort of awesome prize.
We push the intermittent fasting. It's like number one of 3 things that we do really focus on. So
probably eat less and exercise more too, right?
There's something about joining a CrossFit gym.
All right, fitness. Yep, fitness.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, peace.
Later.